Hi guys, this is John Adamson, the Rehab and Documentation Guru, and I got a comment from one of my subscribers about what's coming up with PDPM in October for SNFs related to group and concurrent treatment. And let's first of all define what group and concurrent are. Concurrent is treatment of two patients under Part A or Part A-like insurance. Not all insurances recognize concurrent. When you're seeing the patients at the same time, the patients are doing different activities, and you bill them at the same time. You have to half the billable minutes. So you see two patients together at the same time doing different activities under Part A for an hour. They'll each get a half hour of billable, and you're probably very familiar with that already. That has not changed. Group has changed. Group used to be defined, or is still presently defined, as 2 to 4 patients being seen at the same time doing same or similar activities. Well, that's changing now to 2 to 6 patients. So Medicare is allowing for larger groups. I forgot to mention that this can be irregardless of payer source. So group is generally universally recognized. It's recognized under Part A and Part B, unlike concurrent, which is only under Part A. And so now you have this larger group you can work with. Now, Medicare has stated that, and it's part of the regs, that under PDPM, the maximum you can do concurrent and group billing would represent 25% or less of your total therapy minutes. So therapy minutes will still be tracked. They just won't be the basis for payment anymore. There's going to be other factors involved under PDPM. So what does this mean to you as a clinician? Well, the regulations are important, and no doubt if you're working for a SNF, you'll have it drilled into your head what PDPM regulations are. But the main thing that you have to keep in mind is something related to group. Now, if you are working for an organization that is not presently doing any group whatsoever, and suddenly, come October, your organization is pushing you regularly to get 25% group on all your patients, that's a problem. And that's the kind of stuff that Medicare is going to be monitoring for. In fact, they've made it very clear, if your patient needs group now, they'll need it in October. If your patient does not need group now, they won't need it in October. It's not going to... The patient's needs don't change just because the month is different. So we got to be monitoring for that push from our superiors to provide group. Now, is group beneficial for some patients? Yes, some patients work better in the context of working with other people to spur them on to greater heights. And some studies have indicated that some peer group pressure when doing therapeutic activities does allow for better outcome measures. But that doesn't work for everybody. And it does not work for some patient populations necessarily. So, if you are currently in a SNF, you're billing a lot of Part A, when October hits, do not change your practice standards just because the payment changes. This should not occur. Do be open to group, but if the patient's not going to benefit from group, you shouldn't do it. Because one of the things we have to document very carefully is why the patient's getting group and what is the expected outcome from the group. We want to make sure it's clear they really do need that group. Anyway, this is John Adamson, the Rehab and Documentation Guru. Hoping you found this video helpful. Please like and subscribe, and please send me other comments so I can know what you'd like to hear talked about. Have a great day. Take care, and God bless.